Police giving an update on the 4 people who were injured after being struck by a vehicle in North York.
In the parking lot at 250 Cassandra Boulevard. It was determined that 4 people were struck by a single motor vehicle. 3 of those people were transported to hospital, and 1 of them was treated at the scene. As a result of their injuries, 1 adult female succumbed to her injuries at the hospital. The other persons have been treated, and their injuries are deemed at this point to be non-life-threatening. The driver of the vehicle remained at scene and has been arrested. The homicide unit will be investigating this incident with traffic services. I will take any questions now.
So, Inspector, it's a homicide, or homicide are investigating this. So, preliminary, what is the information that leads you to believe that this may be a homicide?
There is some information that these people were struck intentionally, and that's why homicide is investigating.
How well did this person driving the car know these people?
We do not have any information about the relationship between these people at this point.
Do you have any information right now on the person in custody? Ages, anything to specify?
All I can tell you is that it's an adult male.
One witness, or I should say someone who lives in this apartment building, said it sounded definitively like this vehicle seemed to have been driving in the loop and struck them repeatedly going around. Is there anything that we can say at this point about the nature of this ultimately fatal hit and not run?
We are in the very early stages of this investigation. A lot of information is still coming in, and I can't comment on it.
Can you talk about what a potential motive might be for this incident to be deemed intentional?
No, we don't have any information on a motive at this point.
We can confirm that it's that white car that's still parked there that was involved in this.
I don't know which car it is involved, but the cars remained at the scene.
Are you able to speak generally, of course, what happened prior to the incident with the car? Some people are talking about hearing loud voices. Some even said it was shot. I don't expect you to say exactly that, but can you confirm that something happened before the people were struck?
Now, like I said, we're at the very early stages of the investigation, and I can't say what was the precursor to anything that happened.
Can you give us any information about the victims? Are they visible minorities?
I don't know the demographics of the victims. I just know that they're all adults.
Are the victims and the male in custody, are they all residents of this building?
I don't have that information. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your
Thank
time.
you. Thank you.
All right, a lot of new information about this vehicle crash. It looks like an apartment parking lot complex in North York, in Victoria Park in Ellesmere, in that area. Police telling us that 4 adults were struck. 1 person, this is new information, has died in hospital. 2 others are going to be okay. Police say that an adult male driver has remained on scene. They have been arrested, and they also say the homicide investigative unit is going to be looking into this along with traffic services. And why the homicide unit? They say because some information police have received so far believe that the people were struck intentionally. No word on any relationship between the male driver and the adults that were hit. Obviously, you probably heard the voices of our crime analyst Steve Ryan and Andrew Brennan, a reporter who's also there. They're both listening into this. Andrew Brennan is reportedly live with us right now, ready to chat after what he heard from police. And also speaking to people in the area, you said that people seem pretty stunned of what happened just right outside the apartment complex, Andrew.
Actually, in the roundabout between the 2 sides of this complex here, Phil. Now, we did speak to 1 witness, and I think the most important thing for people to hear right now is what they heard and saw around 12:40 this afternoon. This is what they told us.
I seen actually 2 people only on the ground, but it must have just happened shortly before I went out, because there was no police here yet, no ambulance here yet. And
what kind of condition were the ladies in?
the lady who was lying here in the middle, she was totally full of blood, you know, totally out.
Now, they also told us that the driver, not as police just said, remained on scene, but remained at their vehicle. And when police arrived, another resident pointed to them and they were pulled out and then ultimately taken into custody. Now, as police said, there is a female victim who has been confirmed to have died, and there's the other 3 being treated at hospital. The original listing from paramedics was at least a second victim in critical. It seems like their condition has stabilized, non-life-threatening injuries, but clearly severe. We will bring it back here, Phil, and talk more as we get more information. But now this update from police confirms 1 person has died following a tragedy here in Scarborough. Back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Andrew. We appreciate that.